Hey, how's it going? My name's Brad, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you the original scripts and drawings and sketches for the Eternal Light comic. There's 8 pages in total which feature full artwork. This includes episodes 1 and half of episode 2, so let's get straight into it. So the Eternal Light comic started about 3 months ago, and it's based on everything that's been built up over the last 2 years, so characters, the story, and this is obviously the main lore of the whole universe, so kind of writing it and getting it into the comic format has taken some time, but we're taking a look anyway. So you may have already seen the motion comic for episode 1. If you haven't, you can go check that out so you can see all this in full colour and with voice acting and stuff like that. And this is the first page of the whole Eternal Light comic, and we've got Light here. He's obviously sat on this like broken down spaceship in the sky, and he's obviously just watching like the universe and stuff. And a fun fact about this first page was the character that you see here, which is TB9. You may already know him. He was only created around about a day or two before this was actually started, so he wasn't just created for the purpose of this comic, he was kind of just included for the fact that he is a navigator and stuff. We can see some of the cool artwork here, and what I did for the text and speech bubbles is I didn't actually draw them onto the artwork because I wanted the artwork to stay like 100% unique, and I instead put like these little like transcripts and stuff down here, like these little scripts of the characters. Not all of them were final, so some of these were like just drawn out for what they would say and then later edited and changed. But we've got the first one here. We've got, obviously, this is the introduction of Light and the whole TB9 thing. Then moving on to page 2, we've got more of the stuff. You may have seen some of this stuff, but this is obviously in order of the comic from start. And now we've got Bianca. This is Bianca's introduction right here, because this is obviously the start of the whole thing, so it was kind of like taking it a bit slow and trying to introduce characters without throwing everyone in the mix, because introducing all the characters too fast would have been a bit like too much for people to understand. But we got Bianca's introduction here, where obviously she gets very mad at TB9. Then we're moving on to page 3. And this is obviously just some more dialogue between characters. And obviously, like I said, with the whole introducing people, we have Maxwell and B368T, which is obviously the engineer and the android. So we get to see that as time goes on. And this is obviously all the artwork for... This is like hand-drawn artwork. So moving on to page 4, we have more of the dialogue. This is obviously all featured in episode 1. So we get a cool probably like a kill scene right here. This is probably my favourite page from episode 1 so far, mainly because of how I managed to draw out some of these scenes and like the scenery stuff. And you've also, if you've noticed, there is 2 frames that feature some Sunlight Slug, which is one of the original Eternal Light cards. And yeah, we just got more there. Pretty cool. Some pretty long dialogue between some of these frames. And that's those pages. Then we've got page 5, and this is towards the end of the first episode. This is obviously featuring Maxwell and them. They're all like sort of like chilled out. It's nighttime, and Light's talking about the past and what happened last year with the Great War, which you will find out eventually if you do keep up with the motion comics. And yeah, you obviously get that. And these 4 right here were the original last frames for the first episode. As you can see, this is where it ended off in that cliffhanger. And just for you guys who are watching this video, this is sort of like the first look at what episode 2 is going to be like. So we've got them finishing off this sequence here right at the start, where they're obviously talking about this Drew, because they've figured out that that's Drew's metal plating. So we obviously get that. And moving on to the first official page for episode 2. If you want to take a look at this, you can. Obviously, it's right here. This is obviously them trying to track down Drew, which they managed to do. And we get these cool sort of bird's eye view shots of Drew here, where he's just lay on the ground, closes in, and all that cool stuff. And obviously, as it goes on, you can see that Drew's just trying to figure out what's going on, and he's obviously spooked out by something. But this is kind of like the main goal of episode 2 is the quest to find Drew, and this is all in the first issue as well. So here's the last page. This is obviously more dialogue here between characters, and we get this cool nice shot of them walking away into the distance, which is going to look really good in full colour. And yeah, these are the last frames that have been done so far. This is them obviously going to the junkyard, which is where the main location for episode 2 is set. And we get this kill thing now, and Drew's spooked out by something that's hidden in this like trash pile right here. But maybe we'll find out in episode 2 if you want to keep up with that. But yeah, that's the first 8 pages of the entire Eternal Light comic. I hope you guys have enjoyed taking a look at the sketched versions, because I've never shown these off before. And other than that, guys, my name's been Brad. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to subscribe and leave a like if you want to leave your support. And other than that, guys, I'll see you in the next one. We'll be right back.